That's right. So these are the four major areas of educational philosophy. And what you are going to do is I am going to assign each of you a group. Your based on your group number is what you will be reading about and focusing on. So you'll read the section of the article that pertains to whatever group you're in. So group 1 and 2 will be perennialism. Group 3 and 4 will be essentialism. Group 5 and 6 will be progressivism, and group 7 will be social reconstructivism. And so that is your only focus in the reading. The reading is actually in D2L, and it's called We Are What We Teach. It is, I'm not going to put it in the chat because it downloads, you have to download it. So it was being weird when I got it as an attachment. So what you'll do in your groups is you'll first just read your section, and then you'll discuss and make sense of your assigned educational philosophy. It is going to probably require you all talking it through and talking about your experience and, okay, this is an example that I have in my life, or I don't even know what that looks like. I never had that in school. So just talking it through so that you gain understanding of it and be sure that everyone has an understanding of it. These are concepts that we'll come back to in class, and without a proper understanding, it's going to be difficult. And then I said, connected to anything that you've learned thus far in the classroom, you might say, oh, that makes sense because the person that I interviewed said that, or that makes sense connected to ed tech, or that makes sense connected to the article that we read last week about 21st century learning. And then as a group, you're not going to complete it. As a group, complete the CSI, and CSI stands for color, symbol, image. You have some examples there on your assigned slide, and be prepared to share your understanding with the whole group. So select someone who's going to talk on behalf of the group and explain what color you got, what symbol you got, what image you got, and why. So let me just talk about this because it's kind of abstract. So it kind of goes to what Josh said about being able to Google something. I'm big on not giving you stuff that you can Google. So, perennialism, what you're going to do is you're going to connect that with a color. So maybe you say perennialism is black because it shades out all other learning, and and it doesn't give you the opportunity to see other aspects of learning through it. So you'll pick a color, and then you'll explain why you picked it and how it connects to that philosophical concept. For essentialism, if you're going to do this for all of them, so you might pick a symbol of a dove, and you might say essentialism is like a dove because a dove is a symbol of rising hope, and the essentialism offers hope for all students to get exactly what they need out of class instruction. Um, and you can pull that symbol from the internet. A symbol is different than an image. A symbol represents something else. So as you can see, like the dollar sign is a symbol. The fist is a symbol. It represents the fist. If I put my fist up in the air, you know that I'm proud and I am ready to fight for something. If you see a dollar sign, you know that that's a symbol for money. Then the last thing that you'll do is connect it to an image. And so you'll pick an image that's connected to your philosophy. So you might pick an image of a crying baby for social reconstructivism. And you might say, we picked this image for social reconstructivism because it shows the irritability of not being able to have others around you to learn with and from. I made all of those up. I have no idea if any of them fit at all. I just made that off the top of my butt. So don't quote me on that, and don't follow that advice. Let me show you the slides that come up next so you kind of see what you'll be putting it into. So you'll give a brief summary of whatever educational philosophy you have. You'll identify your color as red, blue, green, whatever. you can, and I'm asking you to really cut and paste your symbol in there. So we have a visual, and cut and paste your image in there so that you have a visual. And then you have an opportunity to identify the why of that to share with us. I am going to stop talking and see if there are any questions, because it's kind of abstract. Any questions, anyone? I don't think we're gonna need the 7 groups. I'm actually gonna take that down. I'm gonna stop share a little, 1 minute. No. Oh. Stop sharing now. I don't know where it is. Again. All right. Any questions about that?
Wait, do we all have to do it individually?
No, I'm gonna put you in groups.
Okay. Do we have to turn it in?
You're gonna add it right to the slide.
Okay.
So I'm actually taking, because it's, some people have left, so I don't need as many groups as I had, so I'm just changing them. I'm just gonna make 4 groups. Oops. Any other questions while we wait? While you guys wait for me? Okay, I'm gonna put again this whole document in the slideshow. This was one that you can edit on, so that once you get it, you got it. Remember that you are going to D2L and you're going to complete the reading together of We Are What We Teach. And that is where you'll find the information about each of these different concepts. So We Are What We Teach in D2L is where you'll find information about each of these concepts. Oh, I do have it here. Let me see if I can add it here and it works. I'm adding it to the chat. Maybe it will work for y'all. So that is the article. You'll take time to read the article, and then you will add to the different slides. And you'll know your slide number because it'll be your group number, your breakout group room number.
System problem has occurred. Start a new session.
Yeah, so the link doesn't provide us the article. That's why I want to know, like, where in D2L can we find it?
Sure, let me go. It's in your assignments tab. I'm going there and I'm gonna share my screen so you can see it.
Yeah, it's like in module 2 activities.
So it is this one, We Are What We Teach. Did everyone find that one? Thumbs up or something to let me know if you have it. Okay. Awesome. Okay, so it is there. And then I'm gonna come back here just so you know, I'm about to put you into your 5 breakout groups. And group 1 will do perennialism, group 2 will do essentialism, group 3 will do progressivism, and group 4 will do social reconstructivism. Just adjusting that a little bit. All right, so let me put you in your breakout groups right now. and I am going to give you 20 minutes for this. So we'll come back together at 11:40. Amanda, do you need me to switch you to a room? Oh, you got Hi, do you all have any questions for me or anything I can help you with?
So I just got to that link because my computer's acting up, and all I see is the author's name, the source, the document type, and the abstract. Is there more to that?
Yeah, if you go to the left-hand side of the screen, it says PDF full text, and you should be able to download it. Do you see that on your screen?
No.
Let me copy it. Just a sec. So I'm going to share my screen, Isaiah, so you. Okay, so I get here. And this is what you see, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then do you have this button here?
Okay. It popped up now.
Okay, perfect. All right, I'll come back to you guys. Somebody else is asking me a question. Hello.
Does everyone else have it or no?
Sorry, we were just trying to find the reading.
Find the thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody seems to be
We're
having
having
it.
trouble, but Amy showed us how to do it.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you, Amy.
Did you have any more questions while I'm here?
What article we're supposed to be reading? The
So you all are group 1, so you're reading the portion that says perennialism.
mm,
Do you see it, Alize?
Because the article is
no.
we are what we teach. So then you would go down and then it would say like number 2, the perennialism.
Mm-hmm. So it's on the bottom of page 22. You'll see it. And then it moves back up to the top of page 22. You see it, Alize?
Yes, now I got it. So you say we are what we teach.
Mm-hmm.
Then I go down.
Yep, I'm just gonna share my screen real quick. So you're gonna start reading here. And then you'll come up and read to number 3. So that's the only portion that you all are reading and discussing.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Awesome. All right, somebody's asking for me in another room, so I'm gonna jump out. Hi, did everybody find the article okay?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Any other questions for me while I'm here?
Not at the moment.
No.
All right.
I'm dead. Okay.
I didn't. I'm sorry, you all. Did you all have any questions? Everybody got the article okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Okay. Leslie, did those slides work?
Oh no, I think it has something to do with my computer because it just doesn't let me.
Mm, well, you don't really need to anyway. Just let everybody else, you can contribute and let everybody.
Yeah.
Are you guys almost done?
Halfway, I say.
Okay. All right, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Just a reminder for you all not to forget that summary of what essentialism is.
Okay.
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 All right, we should all be back now. All right, sorry. So hopefully you all had an opportunity to learn a little bit about the one that you were assigned. So I know some of you are still working. I'm gonna go to, looks like essentialism is done. So I'm gonna go to that one first. And if someone could just share out what it is and quickly just give an overview, because we got just like a minute overview. We don't need to know about your color symbol image. We'll come back to that next week, but just tell us what essentialism is, what perennialism is, what progressivism is, and what social reconstructivism is, so that we hear it, so that when we take the quiz, we know. You guys can refer back to this when you take the quiz so that you have an understanding of them. Let's start with essentialism. Who wants to share what it is?
I'll go ahead and share.
Thanks, Danielle.
No problem. So basically, the summary of essentialism is a belief that things have a set of characteristics or makes them what they are. Children are taught on a traditional ideas and methods.
Okay, so it's almost like just the essentials. Kids just need to know the essentials, right?
Right.
What's most important. Okay. Let's go to perennialism.
Oh, that one is more like basically you're taught things from like years ago or like many years ago, and it has to do like less with what like students want to learn about. And then also like you can see it more as a like conservative. That's how I saw it, like a conservative philosophy, because you're holding on to old teachings.
Okay, really good. I like how you guys frame that. So kind of the adult-led
Yeah.
ideology of teaching. Okay, perfect. Progressivism.
Okay, probably one of my favorites. This is a more modern approach, and it's a hands-on form of teaching that is very student-centered. While the teacher is a facilitator in the classroom, it focuses on challenging the students' thinking and encourages group work to allow students to learn from one another.
Okay, awesome, perfect. Social reconstructivism. Anybody?
It's basically something that can change the society.
Okay. So students are focused more on like social justice issues, and they're learning about those issues together and how to tackle them together.
And I have a picture of a book, but I just didn't put it on there yet.
Okay, cool. Well, in your groups, I'm gonna give you a little time next week to finish up so that we can share out your color symbol images together. Before we do that, before we leave, let me just run really quickly through next week. And while I'm doing that, if you could just add to the chat just one thing that you learned today, was something that you learned in class today. I really appreciate that. So next week, what you have due is a quiz. And the only two readings that you haven't done are the reading about John Locke and Dewey by Bainham and the article about the importance of teachers. Those are two that you'll want to read before you take the quiz, because there will be some concepts from those readings on the quiz itself. The quiz is the only homework. If you didn't finish your discussion board post during class today, you'll want to finish that up. But if you finish that up, the only thing that you'll need to do is finish the readings and take the quiz. And remember, we push back our due date to Tuesday nights so that you have this. If you forget what the homework is, always go back to this slideshow in D2L in the announcements, because it has the dates, it has what you have to read. You could even just click from here. And plus you have the slides now too, so you can add them to your own Google Drive or whatever to access what is due and when it's due. Not very many people learn stuff today. Okay. Thank you. Stay true to your educational philosophy. People's stories help shape them. That's really good. That was a really good one from today. Finding your drive and what keeps you going is really important too. Technology isn't always what it's cracked up to be, right? So a lot of the people that you interviewed said that technology was the major difference between what they learned and the way they learned and the way we learned. And then we watch something that says this online learning isn't working. It is not working. And it's up to us to also question that. And that it isn't for everyone. It needs to change. I agree, Isaiah. Yes, yes. All right. Progressivism is a more student-based, focused one. And then our personal experiences help shape our educational philosophy. Man, I could be done teaching since y'all got that. Snaps, snaps, snaps. All right, so just to reiterate again what your homework is. Getting quiz number 2 done. The only other readings that you have to read for that are the Bynum art reading on John Locke and Dewey. They are foundational for understanding educational philosophy, and then the article about the importance of teachers. You can also go back to the article that we annotated together and make sure you understand that. There might be some quiz questions on that, but I think it's kind of cool because we all had an opportunity to have our voices identified in that. And then just take the quiz and you are done. Thank y'all for your time today in class, and I look forward to seeing you next week.
Thank you.
Bye, Miss.
See ya.
Bye-bye. I'm gonna stay behind if
Bye.
anybody needs me. Bye-bye. Destiny, I'm gonna try to pull that up for you. Isaiah, you having some tech issues, huh?
Yeah, I was in a new spot today because I purchased a desk, so I didn't have to work from my bed.
Yeah.
And yeah, I gave me some real troubles today. And towards the end of the group work,
Oh my
when you
goodness.
I think the last message you said was 2 minutes, then pulling everybody back or something like that, and my computer froze. And it wouldn't let me quit Safari, so I had to reset the whole thing and then try to get back in.
Okay, well, at least you don't have to worry about that for next week. And did you get your discussion board post finished up, or you still have some work to do on it?
No, I need to finish it because I lost some of it during the internet
Oh my goodness
crash.
gracious. Okay, well, I'm saying a little prayer that that works itself out.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Alrighty.
Hey, Destiny, welcome to the class. What are your thoughts about today's class?
I think I'm gonna like this. Well, like it.
Yeah, as much as you can like
any
it.
other classes out yet, so. Yeah.
Okay. And you said you have worked in schools before. Did you say that? Oh, okay. I'm messing it all up. Okay. Let me get you set up first on that app hypothesis, because we'll use that periodically in class. And then I'll talk you through on D2L, you'll see the family interview assignment.
Okay.
And also, Destiny, the recording of last week's class is on the announcements as well. And I did last week's quiz with everyone. So if you watch that recording, you should be able to watch it and take the quiz with us and get all the points for it.
Okay.
So I'm putting in the chat the link to Hypothesis. It's the thing that I was talking about that we'll be using often. And it's going to force you, though, in order to really to have the accessibility, you have to add it to as a Chrome extension to your computer.
So press sign up.
Yeah. So you'll sign up and it'll make you, it'll force you, Destiny, to confirm your email in your email box. And then it'll make you, in order to really fully access it, you have to get that Chrome extension, and you'll just go to like the Google Play Store or the Chrome Store and add it. I'm also going to put in the chat like the directions that the site gives you, because they're going to be better than anything I can kind of tell you myself. So tell me about how you learn. So one of the things that I'm trying to do is just make adjustments from week to week. I see that like participation is a little low, so I'm gonna have to make some changes so that I increase participation a bit. But what are some things that are important to you in a class that help you learn best?
I'm the one that told you I need to be babysat, so I just need somebody to make sure like I'm getting the work done and basically like staying on top of it.
And so did you get my text yesterday? Did you respond via text?
See, it was two professors that were texting me yesterday, and I didn't know which one was which.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Because you had sent it in the email too, so.
Yeah. So is it good to text you? Does that help?
Yeah.
Okay. So I like texting better because I feel like you get it immediately, and sometimes
Right, and we always on our phone too.
Exactly. So I can try to communicate with you that way to kind of keep you keep you up to date and on it. So that's something that I will do. And I do appreciate you participating today. That was awesome.
I know, I was surprised too, because usually I'll be like real sleepy, and I sleep in class, but I was actually up today, and I guess.
Well, I'm glad I needed you today. You were one of the only people talking, so I'm glad that you were awake.
And when it's like an interesting topic, like I'll join in.
Yeah, and I think educational philosophy can be boring, but I think when we bring in like the stuff that's happening in classrooms today, that's what brings it like back to the thing that we want to do and that we love and why we're in education overall. So those are the two things that you just have to turn in by next week. Destiny, is that family interview, and it could be anybody that's older than you. I don't care who it is. Just find someone that's older and ask them those questions. You can record them. You can audio record them, answering the questions, and then just upload that. And then you'll write a reflection comparing like their educational experience to yours. And that's in D2L, so don't feel like you have to write that down. That's all. That's there in module 1.
Okay. I think I got the hypothesis thing up.
You said what? I'm sorry.
Oh, I was saying I think I got the hypothesis thing started.
Awesome. So I really love that, because then we can leverage each other's knowledge. So it's not just me reading something and putting my thoughts in. I can see what everybody else had to say about it.
So everybody see what everybody thinks.
Yeah, everybody was thinking, and it becomes more of kind of a dialogue around it. So I really like that app. And then again, the quiz last week, I be sure to watch it, because I also talk through the answers. So I don't just give you an answer. I
Like
talk through
explain it.
why the answers are there.
Okay.
Did you have any other questions?
I only missed one class, right? Just last week class I missed.
Okay. All right. Well, welcome to the class, and feel free to text me back at that number at any time or shoot me an email if you have any questions.
Right.
All right. Have a good weekend.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.